Hi everyone. Today we are going to start with trigonometry for class 11th. We are going to start it for class 11th. Basically today I'm going to discuss two systems for the measurement of angles. One measurement you have studied very well earlier in your junior classes about like degree, minutes and seconds. In this measurement what happens is that I'll draw it with the help of a scale to show you. I made a mistake here while drawing. Okay, we have two axes. One is called the x-axis, like I've shown it here, x dash. This is the origin O, y dash. This way, if I start from OX, suppose a generator line is there and it starts from OX, suppose OA is any line, and I move it, it comes here, then I move it, it comes here. It carries on, and if it takes the complete round, it becomes 360 degree. It becomes 360 degree. This complete revolution, one cycle, or this is space, or in simple language, if I say from YOX, YOX has been divided into 90 equal parts. 90 equal parts. These are 90 equal parts. All the complete revolution has been divided into 360 equal parts, not degree, 360 equal 360 equal, sorry, 360 equal parts, equal equal parts. This has been divided into 360 equal parts. Is that clear? Now, when it has been divided into 360 equal part, each part, each part is equal to 1 degree. Those 360 parts which have been divided, the complete revolution has been divided into 360 equal parts, and each part is called 1 degree. It is called 1 degree. It's 1 degree. It is 1 degree. So we have made it into 1 degree. All right. Okay. So we take this. It's very difficult. I'm very new with this kind of teaching, so I'm finding a little difficult. Please bear with me. Next is then that 1 degree, like we divided the whole revolution in 360 parts, and each part was called a degree. Each degree is divided into 60 equal parts, and each equal part is equal to 1 minute. 1 minute. So there are two things. Degree, like if I want to write 60 degrees, this is 60 degree. 60 degree. The circle on top of the number indicates degree. If I write 5 and then dash here, then it is 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes. This indicates minute. So each degree is divided into 60 equal parts, and each part will be called a minute. It will be called a minute. Now let us look into this minute further. Each minute is further divided into 60 parts, and that each part is called a second. 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. 60 equal parts, and each part is called a second. And how do we write a second? Suppose I have to write a second, like this is 2 seconds. 2 seconds. This is 2 seconds. So degree, minutes, and second. This is the first kind of measurement, which is called sexagesimal system. It is called sexagesimal system of measurement. It is called sexagesimal system of angle measurement. That's how we measure the angles in the system: degree, minutes, and seconds. Degree, minutes, and seconds. That's how we measure it. For example, if I want to write something like 20.5 degrees, this is 20.5 degrees. This is 20.5 degrees. It is 20.5 degrees. So what will it become? It is 20 degree, and 5 degree will become what? This is 20 degree, and 1 degree is equal to what? 60 minutes. 1 degree is 60 minutes. 1 degree is 60 minutes. So 0.5 degree will become 30 minutes. So we can write 20.5 degree as 20 degree and 30 minutes. This kind of change, this kind of changing you have studied in junior classes. Even hours used to be there. 1 hour used to be equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute used to be 60 seconds. 1 degree used to be 60 minutes, and then 1 minute into 60 seconds, and we used to do this kind of measurement. Okay, so now let's go further up and let's see the second system of measurement. For example, let us see the second system of measurement. The second system is called circular system. Circular system of angle measurements. I'm not used to of looking. I have to look into my iPad to write, and that is why I'm not able to see directly to you angle measurement, because people are very good at that they keep writing, but I'm not. So I've just started, so it is a little difficult for me to make a coordination between writing here without seeing writing on the iPad and then bringing it onto laptop. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make small videos. I'm not going to make more than 20 minutes a video, so that your attention is totally focused on the 20 minutes. Like today, I'm going to discuss, first I discussed the degree measurement, sexagesimal system of measurement. Then we are talking of circular system. In this T is missing, system of angle measurement. Now, why it is required? Why is it required? Because till now, what was happening in trigonometry was, till standard 10th, we were only talking of a right angle triangle. We were talking of a right angle triangle. And in right angle triangle, what was happening? That in right angle triangle, we were not going beyond. If you remember, you only studied till 90. You studied angles till 90, but the angles are till not till 90. They go much beyond, and we are going to study further. Today I'm going to discuss something, but later on we will be discussing how we do calculate values of bigger angles. They can go to 5,000, they can go to 7,000, they can go to 5 lakhs, they can go to 14 lakhs. And how do those angles come? Now, in this, that system of triangle is not going to fit in. But that system of triangle, where we study triangle and their measurement, is definitely going to be very, very useful in total trigonometry. But now we are going to study the angles where we'll going to go beyond 90 degree. As I said, we are going to go beyond 90 degree, and for that we needed another system which is called radian, circular system of angle measurement, and it is called radian. Now let us see what happens. Sorry, again this is. Now what we will do is that, for example, first of all, let us understand what a radian is. Radian, the word, new word, you are going to write radian. Generally, for example, if I write uh, suppose 2 and C on top, the C will indicate the radian, or I can write 2 radian. This is another measurement of angle. This is another measurement of angles, 2 radian. Now, how do I define radian? For defining radian, we will have to go into the circle. For example, let me draw a circle. Let me draw a circle like I've drawn the circle, which is not very good. But anyway, I think this should do. Now suppose this is a circle of radius r. This O is the center and this is the circle of radius r. So that means if I join the center of the circle to any point on the circumference of the circle, suppose I take a point A and join O to A, then this distance is r. Now what I do is the same measurement, that is r, then we make an arc of the same length. We make an arc of the same length. AB, arc AB, I will write like this. Arc AB is equal to R. We also sometimes denote arc AB like this. Instead of writing, like if I write a straight line on top, it will indicate a line, but I'm writing a circular thing, then arc AB is R. This is R. And if I join O to B, then this is also R. So what kind of a sector is here? If you look at the sector here, then what will happen is that there are two radii, OA and OB, obviously they are of the same length, R, and suppose some angle theta is formed at the center. Theta is formed at the center. Remember, this arc is also of length R. The arc length of the arc is also R. The length of the arc is also R. Now what we are going to do is that this angle at the center, if I bring it down, if I show it to you here, this angle here, this angle theta is being formed by this arc of the length r. The radius is r. Then this angle theta is called 1 radian. This is called 1 radian. The angle formed by an arc of the same length as the radius of the circle is. The radius of the circle can be as big as it may be. It can be 1 to 10 kilometers, does not matter. But the only thing which has to be kept in mind that when the radius is 1 centimeter, then the arc AB is also 1 centimeter. When R is 10 kilometer, then the arc AB is also 10 kilometer. Then the angle formed at the center will be 1 radian. It will be equal to 1 radian. It will be equal to 1 radian. So please understand that the complete, that circumference of the circle is how much? Circumference of the circle, circumference of circle is 2 pi r. It is 2 pi r. It is 2 pi r. Are you understanding? So what's happening is that if I divide it by arc r, if I divide it by arc r, then what will I get? I'll get how many arcs of the size r will be cut. How many arcs of the side r will be cut. So if I divide 2 pi r by r, I get 2 pi. 2 pi radian. I get 2 pi radian. The angle formed at the center by this arc will be 2 pi because I am dividing that thing. 2 pi. Now let us see. Now the question is, if it is 2 pi r is equal to 2 pi radian, and you know the angle at the center is how much in degrees? 360 degree. So 2 pi radian is equal to 360 degree. It is going to be 360 degree. That means this is the relationship between radian and degrees. Suppose I divide 2 pi radian. Every time we don't write radian. When it is written pi, that means it is already expressed in terms of radians, until unless it is written something else. Otherwise, you write 2 pi c all the time. But in practice, actually it should be written, but in practice it is not practical. So that is why it is not written. Now 2 pi radian, I will divide by 2. So naturally on right hand side 360 degrees will also divide by 2. So it will become pi radian will become 180 degree. 180 degree. Pi radian becomes 1 upon 360 upon 2. And if I divide it further by 2, suppose I divide pi by 2 radian, then what will I get? 180 degree upon 2, and I will get 90 degree. I will get 90 degree. Are you understanding? 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radian. 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radian. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree, and pi by 2 radian is equal to 90 degree. Let's see it further. Actually, what is the relationship, that how do we change? How do we? There's a formula to remember, that how do we change radian into degrees and degree into radians? D upon 180 degree is equal to C upon pi, where D is the angle in degrees, C is the angle in radians. If you want to convert, for example, degree to radians, degree to radian. For example, I have 60 degree and I want to convert 60 degree into radians. So where degree is there, I have put 180 into pi is equal to C. I cross multiplied brought by pi. So C will become angle in radian. It will become pi upon 3 radian. Again this angle is in radian. Pi by 3 is equal to 60 degree. Pi by 3 is equal to 60 degree. Suppose I want to convert pi by 4 radians into degree. I want to convert this into degree. Then what do I have? I have angles in radians. The formula. What is the formula? D upon 180 degree is equal to C upon pi. Now I have angles C. I am given C pi by 4 and I have to write D. So angle in degrees will be C upon pi into 180. What is the value of C? Pi by 4. So what will happen? Sorry, what have I done? Sorry. It is C upon pi into 180. And what is the value of C? Pi by 3. It is pi upon 3 into pi into 180. So pi will cancel. It will become 60 degree. I had to write pi by 4, not pi by 3. It is 4 here. If it becomes 4 here, so it will become 40. sorry, 45 degree. Pi by 4 radian is equal to 45 degree. So certain angles you must remember in terms of a radian and degrees. I've already gone to recording it for almost 25 minutes actually. So I'm not going to go beyond that. I will stop this topic here. I've discussed once again to revise once again. I'll go up. I started with trigonometry. I discussed that we need system of measurements. We need system of measurement for angles, and we said we have two systems. One is sexagesimal system. In sexagesimal system, the complete revolution, one revolution which a line takes around, or suppose the 90-degree angle is divided into 90 equal part, and each part is called equal to 1 degree. And then 1 degree is further divided into 60 equal part, and that each part is called a minute. And that minute is further divided into 60 equal part, and that is called a second. So we have degree, minutes, and seconds. Like you can see, the the sign of degree is a circle on top of this. Minutes is one single line, and for second we put two dashes. This is degree measurement. Then we discussed next was circular system of angle measurement. Singular circular system of angle measurement, which is done in terms of radians. We explained to you what a radian is in terms of this. And then we converted, we gave you the formula for conversion, and we converted 60 degree, or we converted pi by 3 into degrees, and pi by 4 sorry, we converted 60 degrees, I think. What did we convert? Yes, we converted 60 degree into radians by pi by 3, and pi by 4 radians into degrees, 45 degrees. Wherever the pi will appear, the value, you please take it to be radian. And another thing is that don't take the value of pi to be 22 upon 7. It is not equal to, until unless it is not given in the question. And this will bring me to the end of this discussion.